Hello, food service power plant friends. It's Jason Wayne here in Denver, Colorado, with your power plant positivity tip number 27: build some blocks. 12 years ago when I got into food service, I showed up early one morning to a customer who's about 2.5 hours from me. I showed up at about 7:45. He came a few minutes later and welcomed me into his office. He sat me down and said, Jason, what the heck are you doing here so early? What time did you leave your house to get here? And I'd left about 5:15 in the morning. And he said, why are you showing up so early? And I said, look, I just came from being a history teacher and I know almost nothing about food service, this world I find myself in now. And I can't learn any faster than my competitors, so I figured the only way to start catching up is to outwork them. And for some years, this worked really well and it built some momentum. It was a great experience. And then we started having kids in our family and things changed, so I had to learn how to work a little bit smarter and adjust my hours. Time is the one thing we all share in common. We all get the same 24 hours. There's no one who gets more, no one who gets less. Yet we're all used to seeing people that we see as high achievers or overachievers, people who seem to accomplish more, the Elon Musks and the Bill Gates of the world. It's not that they get more time, it's simply that they use it differently. So when I transitioned to having to work harder all the time to smarter, I had to start studying different ways to schedule and manage my time that would help me be more effective. Now, right now, many of us are in a little bit of an uncomfortable spot. We're working from home. It's different than we're used to. We're trying to juggle work and emails and phone calls and everything that we're used to, along with homeschooling our kids or letting the dog out or whatever all these things are. So more than ever, it's become important to learn how to schedule your time to help you accomplish those goals. Now, as you start scheduling your time to figure out how you want to win at the end of the day or at the end of the week, remember the first thing you want to do that we talked about yesterday is decide, how do I want to feel at the end of the day? Maybe at the end of the day you want to feel balanced, or maybe you want to feel like you just absolutely crushed it and took the biggest bite out of life that you could, or maybe you want to feel rested and you need to be a little bit calmer. Whatever it is, start with that and then you're going to work backwards. So once you decide how you want to feel, let's say it's proud, you're going to come up with different areas of life that help you feel proud. So I want you to write down a couple of things. What do you need to get done today? Okay, so make a little list. What do you need to get done? What would it be really good for you to be able to get done today? And then what are things that just would be fun? They'd bring some life. Now, the things you need to get done are certainly very important, but it's healthy to have a little bit of balance between all of these things. So once you write them down, I want you to do a technique called time blocking. Time blocking is where you look at your calendar, your schedule, whether in handwritten form, in Outlook, wherever it is, and you block out your schedules of time. Now, Elon Musk is notorious for building his schedule in 5-minute blocks, really minute. All guys like Brendan Burchard do it in 50-minute blocks. I tend to like the higher number, the 50-minute blocks. So what you do is you take 15 minutes, or maybe it's 30 for you, whatever it is, and write in, what are you going to focus on? What are you going to give your full attention to during those 50 minutes or whatever period of time you choose, okay? And you're going to take from the list that you just created. So once you get them in there, I want you to close your eyes and visualize what each of those blocks looks like. What does it look like to absolutely give your 100% in each of those? What does it look like at the end of that 50 minutes to have given everything you had and accomplished that block of time, whatever you had in there? And how do you feel in that? Okay, so what I want you to do, then you're going to give 50 minutes to do all you have, and then you've got another 10 minutes. And that's your time of transition. And it's important to take this 10 minutes so you don't just go from one thing directly to the next. Take 10 minutes of transition, and I want you to drink a glass of water, or I want you to stretch, or you can bounce up and down on the balls of your feet to get a little bit of energy. And then I also want you to take a minute or two, again, close your eyes. You're going to look at what the next 50-minute block is, or whatever period of time, and I want you to visualize, what does it look like to feel like you absolutely won that next block of time. You accomplished that with all your heart. And then by the end of the day, you'll have amassed blocks of time where you can feel proud of yourself. You'll have had transition periods of time that you've done things that are healthy for you to help give you little bits of energy to keep going on to the next thing. So remember, scheduling time is a great way to get ahead, to feel like you've accomplished something great, and to know that you are continuing to give everything you have. Remember, you've got this. We've got it together. Have a great day.